So the Eagles needed a linebacker, and without question, without doubt, they went the free agency route, signing Nicholas Morrow to a one-year contract. And oh, guess what? Bijan Robinson in Philly for a pre-draft visit. Who says the Eagles can't take a running back in the first round? Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, King Dingbat here, and hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're hanging in there. So we got some Eagles breaking news. Without question, without doubt, the Eagles signed a linebacker the free agent route. And oh, by the way, Bijan Robinson, draft 5. He is in Philly for a pre-draft visit. How do you like that? I was flipping out last night when I heard it. If you didn't get to see authentic reaction of being pumped up about Bijan Robinson, check out the last video. But before we get into all of it, if you're new to the channel and you like the content, make sure you hit that like button. More importantly, make sure you subscribe to the most censored, most throttled, pause, Eagles content creator in all the internet. And if you've been subscribed for a while, thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. It truly means a lot to me. Thank you guys. You are the best. As Mark Holmes always says, I couldn't do this without you. But seriously, I couldn't, you know. I would like to chop that Joe Boo's head off still. But, you know, we'll deal with that some other day. All right, but let's get into this right now. The Philadelphia Eagles, they add a linebacker. We knew they had to add one, and I was saying yesterday, I expect safety and linebacker free agency, running back, and defensive line in the draft. And it looks like that's exactly what the Philadelphia Eagles are going to do. Zach Berman says this: the Eagles are signing linebacker Nicholas Morrow. Morrow, 27, spent last season with the Bears, and the previous 4 seasons with the Raiders. He has 46 career starts, including all 17 last year. Now, Morrow spent the 2022 season, did I say that right? 2022 season with the Bears, starting all 17 games for the club. He recorded a career high 116 tackles with 11 tackles for loss. He also had a pair of passes defended and an interception. So, the guy played all 17 games last year. The guy had 116 tackles. Is this a sneaky good signing by the Eagles? Is this guy coming into his own and he played his best football last year and now he's a free agent? Is he like a volcano ready to erupt? Pause. Big pause. And by the way, pause. Okay? You know what I mean. It's like, think of, I don't know if you guys watch hockey, probably don't, but remember when John LeClair played with the Montreal Canadiens, right? And he was all right. He showed some flashes. He was very good in the Stanley Cup, but he had his like all right, but they traded him. And they traded him just as he was about to explode like a volcano, pause. Okay? And he went to the Flyers, and then he went off, had a huge career. Could Nicholas Morrow be in the same situation? Is this guy a sneaky good signing by Howie Roseman, a guy who's just about to come into his own? 116 tackles, 11 for losses last year. That's pretty good, and to start all 17 games, it's not too bad. What do I think? What do I know? I don't know. I have no idea. My guess is, and this is the reality of the situation, most likely the scenario is with this guy, he played on a really bad Bears team. And because the defensive line wasn't all that good, he got to get more tackles and stuff like that. But I don't know. This is typical Philadelphia Eagles type stuff. Okay, this is total Eagles type stuff when it comes to the linebacking position. Though. We never draft linebackers really high. And then we never really go out and sign linebackers to big free agent deals. It's just not the way the Eagles operate. It's not. We'll draft a linebacker. If they're good, we will play them until their contract's up, and then we let them walk. I mean, just in recent years, you remember Jordan Hicks. You remember Michael Kendricks. T.J. Edwards, walk on. Same thing. That's how the Eagles do it. They'll they'll get a good linebacker for the first contract, but they usually don't give them a second one. Now, if the Eagles are struggling during the year and they need a linebacker to come in for the rest of the year, they might acquire one at the trade deadline. But the Eagles do not like to spend money on linebackers. And I'll guarantee you, Nakobe Dean has a good 4 or 5 years and gets a big second contract. The Eagles are going to let him walk, because that's what they do with linebackers. They don't value them. I mean, there's so much talk about the Eagles not valuing running backs, but the truth of the matter is, it's linebackers that they probably do this too much to, and it's something I'm against. I don't think it's right. I think they need to have better linebackers overall. I really do. And Bobby Wagner sounds great. It would be a great move, but I think this Nicholas Morrow move tells you they're not going to do that. They got him in. He started 17 games. And he's going to come in, play the size system, and they got somebody out there that can play, and that's it. They're going to be ready to roll in it. The Eagles are going to rely on their defensive line. They're going to rely on their secondary. I mean, but hey, the kid did have a good year last year. He had a decent year, and maybe Howie found something that's going to surprise us. Maybe this is a sneaky, good, cheap signing, and that's what we need. Howie's got to find these diamonds in the rough. He's got to find these guys who are about to, ascend, who are about to have the best part of their careers. That's what we need right now. Hopefully, that's what this kid Nicholas Morrow is. I'm going to give him a shot. I'm hoping for the best, and we'll see. It's just funny to me that people talk so much about how the Eagles devalue running back. Really, the position that they devalue more than anything is the linebacker, and it's been like that for quite a long time, And speaking of running backs, I don't know if you saw my video last night. I put it out there really late, which probably wasn't a good idea, just in terms of getting people to see it when it comes out. But I couldn't help it. I couldn't sleep. I was so excited that Bijan Robinson was in Philly, because the most likely case scenario was he's there for a pre-draft visit. And of course, Bijan Robinson was there for a pre-draft visit. Eric Edholm says, Texas running back Bijan Robinson visiting the Eagles today per @Mike Garofalo. So the Eagles, they always get, a certain amount of guys that they can bring in for visits. Not all the time do you bring a guy in a visit that you just want to draft. Sometimes you try to fake teams out. I don't think in this case the Eagles are doing that, though. I think the Eagles are looking at Bijan Robinson and saying he's the running back. He's the kind of running back we need. Now, you're going to probably say, or there will be people in the comment section saying, the Eagles don't draft running backs in the first round. They don't value running backs that much. But, most of the time, I agree with you. But there is precedence for the Eagles to at least try to have drafted a first-round running back. Go back to the 2017 draft. We talked about this in the Philly Shakedown on Saturday. The Philadelphia Eagles wanted Christian McCaffrey. If you remember, there were reports, there was a lot of stuff out there that the Eagles were trying to move up to take Christian McCaffrey, the running back. Howie Roseman absolutely loved him. This was once again seen this past season, when he went up on the trade block. The Eagles put a call in when there was no need to put a call in, but they did, because Christian McCaffrey is a great running back. Well, I don't think it's any different. I think the Eagles very much are going to like Bijan Robinson. And it is true, Bijan Robinson has the same agent as Jalen Hurts. So if Jalen Hurts knows the kid, he puts a good word in for Bijan Robinson, he's in play. Right now, I got to say, this is going to be the best opportunity that the Eagles have had a chance to actually draft a running back within the first round since 2017, since Christian McCaffrey came out. And I'm sure that the interview process is going to go good. I'm sure the pre-draft visit's going to go good. And I say Bijan Robinson's in play. The question is where's he at play at? Is he at play at 10, or is he at play at 30? Maybe the Eagles trade up if they can, jump Dallas, something like that. I don't know. It's a great question. But Bijan Robinson is in Philly for a visit, and I think he's exactly what the Eagles need in this draft. You need a guy that's going to come out, be an impact starter from day one. You see, we can talk about trading back and getting mid-round picks. We could draft the fourth round. Alex Olejnikov, the offensive guard from the University I don't know, of oranges, whatever. And we're taking a chance. We don't know who he is. That's not really where the Eagles need. The Eagles need guys that are going to come in and play. Guys that you lost in free agency. The amount of talent that you lost. This is still a really good team. This is still a playoff team. But you still did lose talent and you need to replace it. It doesn't have to be at the same positions. You got to find another way to build your team up. Bijan Robinson starts right away. You understand? He comes in, he's starting. He's an impact player day one. I think in the first round, the Eagles are trying to get at least 2 impact players. At least one if they were to trade up for Will Anderson Jr. or something like that. But they're looking for at least 2 impact players, 2 blue chip players that will help you down the road and will help you as next year. You want both. And I think that in the first round, especially, you want to get guys that are going to contribute right away. And I think Bijan Robinson is that guy. And he would instantly make your running back position, he'd make it better. Because to me, right now, when I look at the Eagles, I don't think their running back position is as good as it was last year, minus Miles Sanders. I think Penny is good, and we'll see how he does if he can stay healthy. But Bijan Robinson is the play. Okay, so I'm all about draft 5. You got to draft 5, and he is in there for a pre-draft visit. I was so excited last night. I can't tell you. I mean, I couldn't sleep. I was texting, I can't sleep. I was just pumped. I don't know, man. Just something about Bijan Robinson with Jalen Hurts. Always texting me while I'm working. Always. When I'm making these videos. But something about Bijan Robinson and Hurts together, that would be great. And I just love the idea that you have a guy of his talent and his upside under contract for 4 years, 5 years, and you don't have to worry about having to pay him huge money when you're paying Jalen Hurts huge money already. Just something to think about. But Bijan Robinson is in for a visit, and I could not be happier. With that said, take care. Talk to you later, of course. Don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's how we vision. We're all just living in it. Somebody tell me what's wrong with the Cowboys and their media. Somebody tell me. I'm seeing things where they're like, the Eagles are meeting with Bijan Robinson to fake the Cowboys out, to force them and make them panic so that they'll trade up or draft somebody or go up and get him early, something like that. I don't know what you're talking about. Why do the Cowboys want Bijan Robinson anyways? Don't you have a franchise tag running back in Pollard? My gosh, that team never really gets it. They never really get it, that team, do they? Stupid. The Eagles need Bijan Robinson more than the Dallas Cowboys need him. They've got a running back. The Eagles, they need one. It's just the way it is. The Eagles will not let the Cowboys get Bijan Robinson. It ain't going to happen. The Eagles are drafting 5. Denzel Washington out.